Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Hope you're good. And I do want to deeply apologize. The COVID got me for like 2 weeks, and then for like a week after, it was like my head was just foggy. Just I couldn't. Got the most amazing Reiki master, and she was doing what she could for me from. She lives an hour away from me, but anyway, wasn't that bad, but you people pay hard-earned money for what I do, and if I'm not up to snuff, I don't want to do a reading because it's not fair. You pay your hard-earned money, and I'm half-assed. So, and I refunded some people their money, and I'm perfectly fine with that. No problem at all. I'm may look like I'm in it for the money, but I'm not really. But I just need to buy my Pepsi too, just like everybody else. Got to earn a few dollars. So, I do I do appreciate you being patient. My world will never be normal. Anyway, we're going to talk to Dustin today, and he's back behind me. He keeps tapping me on the shoulder, like thumping, kind of almost not a little tap. He's thump 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 on the back of my right shoulder. Tell her I love what she's doing. I love what she did for the holidays. I love I love the way she looks. So I feel like it's like you've done something different to your hair. Maybe you've lost a little weight. Maybe you've spiffed up a little or grunged down a little, more comfy. Um, Tell her I appreciate all her kind thoughts and words. Did you did you tell him Merry Christmas or said something to him over the holiday? You have a picture of him somewhere in your house, and when you walk by, you kind of go, "Hi, Dustin," and you keep on going. Okay, so hang on, let me see what he's doing. Okay, so before I say any of this, never run your life by what a medium says. I mean, we could interpret something maybe not quite correctly, and you have to follow your own gut. So just because I say he told me shut up, Rhonda. Just because I say something, because that's what I'm getting from him, doesn't mean you need to run your life that way. Because he's showing me. You asked me about Jeff and Jimmy, and he's showing me you're gonna blow right between those two. You're just gonna blow, and there's a door. And this door, when you get to the door, it's going to open. It's not how far open is it? It's it. What an idiot! It's kind of this open, but the closer you get to it, the more it's going to open. When you get right to it, it's going to poof, there it is, and there's nothing but sunshine and stuff on the other side. But you're gonna blow between these two. He says, "Don't act like you're hard up. You're not." Jeff, he's talking about knots in your stomach. So if somebody gives you knots in your stomach, that is your psychic antenna telling you, something's wrong here. So if you're getting knots in your stomach, step back. He says, don't be desperate. You're a beautiful person. You're kind. Just have fun for now. He, he says part of why you're leaning towards these two is because they were connected to him. And he says that won't fix anything, that won't change anything. They will make awesome friends. And Jimmy, he's showing me, and I don't quite understand. It's like he's standing there, and then he's like surrounded with covered with a cloud of smoke. Unless he just smokes a lot, but I don't think that's it. It's like there's a big haze between me and him, but it's right in front of him. It's not close to me. It's right in front of him, almost like covering him up where I really can't see him. Not sure what that means, unless it means your mind's cloudy about him. I don't think that's it either. He took the cloud away and he put it in front of Jeff. Now he's putting it back. He's putting it back in front. He said, no, it belongs here, but why? He's not telling me why. Why we're getting this cloudy interference. And he keeps pointing between them at the door. There's a door. It's a little ways out there. He says, be patient. Don't. He says, don't fuck up and make a mistake because you're impatient. No, you're not meant to be alone. He keeps referring me to a friend of mine who we kind of dated for a little bit, but it wasn't right on my end. Now we're like for shit, what, 40 years? We've been like best friends. And he's married, got a beautiful wife. Just good buddy. So I think he's referring to both of these guys. One or both could be like that. He says, do you need companionship? Yes. Just don't get carried away. Now remember, if you want to with one of these, that's your free will choice. You can do any damn thing you want to. I was telling, who was I just telling? Somebody over Christmas that, dang it, don't remember who it was. Anyway, your path is supposed to look like this. It's supposed to be this perfect little straight path, but mine has all these whoop-de-doos. I was telling my granddaughter, all these whoop-de-doos, I call them the scenic route. And I took a lot of scenic routes to get back on my path where I think I am now. And I still take a little detour once in a while. And it's okay because you learn things on those detours. You will learn things that you probably need to know. And it's okay. He says, I still love you. But don't let me hold you back. And hi back. He's saying hi back to you. He's talking. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is something I learned in history, I think. And you guys can't be as old as I am, I don't think. I don't look at anybody's Facebook, so I don't know. He's talking about tippy canoe. But there was a saying good grief, I think way before my time. Tippy canoe and Tyler too. I think it was a presidential thing, like a presidential election. Like I'm gonna say like Abraham Lincoln, but I don't think it was quite that far back. Something about an election. Anyway, tippy canoe. You tip a canoe over. So he's not showing me that you tipped a canoe over. Not sure what he's referring to, but I just have to say whatever he asked me to say within reason. Sometimes I go, I'm not going to say that. Okay, he's showing you in in a dress, and I'm just gonna, I don't even know if you know what a poodle skirt is. I don't have, like I said, I don't know how old you are, but you know how if you've ever seen a picture of a poodle skirt, how they kind of flared out, especially if you spun around like if people did at the sock hops. And I'm gonna say poodle skirts probably from the 50s. I don't know. I don't even think I ever had one. But these guys are on each side. They're pretty much oblivious. You're in the middle, dressed up, and you're spinning around in your poodle skirt. It's not a poodle skirt. I don't see a poodle on it, but it's just that type of A-line or whatever it's called. Anyway, and you're spinning around, and it's almost like you're trying to get their attention. And Dustin says, you have to remember that the outside is the outside. You are beautiful on the inside. The outside doesn't really matter. It's just a small, tiny reflection of your inside sometimes. That the inside is what matters. So you can dress to the hilt, go overboard, be flamboyant. Oh, that's me. But if you don't feel beautiful on the inside, it'll never count. You need to love yourself more. You need to be happy with who you are and trust your gut. As long as you do those things, nothing else will fuck up your life. Be true to you. Don't reach out because you're lonely. Just have fun. Be more self-assured. Somehow be happy with the crazy little ideas you get. He's he's referring to something I got for Christmas. It's like, okay, you get these crazy little ideas. It's like, well, everybody's gonna think I'm crazy. So fucking what? I got a scooter, not for Christmas, but this last summer when I went camping, and stand up on it. It's electric, and I buzz around the campgrounds and stuff. But I saw this kid on this actual little motorbike, and he had a helmet on, and it's got these big spikes going down the middle, and they lit up, and you could see him in the dark. Oh, you could see his mohawk in the dark. I said, "Oh my gosh, I want one of those." I got one for Christmas, and I was so tickled. And I thought, okay, well, everybody's gonna think I'm crazy if I do this, but you know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the campground, and I'm gonna light this helmet up, and I'm gonna be wearing it because I don't give a shit what other people think. It those little snippet things you get in your head, you go, oh, yes. It's harmless. It's not going to hurt anybody. Are people going to judge me? Fuck yes. Do I care? Hell no. So I hope I got his point across because he's using something that I know for an example. I don't care what those people think. Don't bother me. And and of course I'm going to do it many times probably. So be true to you. That is me. That is me to buy a scooter like that. That is me to want a helmet like that. Don't stop giving a rat's ass about what everybody else is judging you for. And I preach that all the time. Be true to you. What does your gut tell you? There's a fly in here. And anything happens to me during a where in the hell the fly come from in December? Anyway, anything happens to me during a reading is meant for you. And he's a pesky little sucker. And he keeps landing on my hand and stuff. So no, when you get one of those pesky flies that just won't leave you alone, it's going to be a sign from him. And he's all over right in front of me like, yep, here I am. I'm making sure you know I'm here. He wasn't here a minute ago. So know that a really pesky fly, like the ones that like to land on your nose and buzz your ear, when that happens, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more signs if you want more signs. How hard do you want to work on being happy? Do you want to go, oh, it should just drop in my lap? Or do you really want to work on damn fly? Or do you really want to work on making you happy? Uh-oh, he's pointing. Whenever I work, and I burn a little sage, and I get out one of my cards, and I pull a card for me. And mine today was surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. And he kept pointing at my card. I don't know if that looks backwards on that end or not, but anyway, because I just did this last night. Just did this exact thing last night, and then I was disappointed because I was trying to make somebody else happy. But it would have made me happy. He says the time is now for you. For you. You alone. Not to be alone, but for you to concentrate on you. Okay, I don't know if he means this literally or could be something you've done recently, but it doesn't seem like it. He says it's like you're sitting in the living room looking out the window and you see somebody going down the sidewalk in front of your house on roller skates. But you're still sitting in your house going, well, I'd kind of like to do that, but I'd probably fall down, or somebody would probably make fun of me and say I'm too old, or I'm too big, or I'm too little, or I'm too whatever. Evidently, that person skating down the sidewalk doesn't care what you think looking out your window. So even if it's not an exact thing like roller skating, it's the idea of it. The idea of you're worried about those people in that window judging you. But you're wishing you could go out and do that. But you're too scared to because there's going to be somebody in a window judging you. You're afraid you'll look dumb. So I'm not sure that he's referring to roller skating. I think he's using this for an example. Not 100% sure. Everybody looks down when they first try to learn something. So whether it's painting, dancing, you want to go ride a skateboard, doesn't matter. I probably look dumb at my age on a little scooter running around too. And I don't really look dumb with a helmet on. Do I care? No, I don't. So you need to get out of that window and go out and try some of that stuff. You get these little ideas in your head, and that's a lot of times it could be him, it could be a guide, it could be somebody. You get these little ideas and you go, yeah, that's kind of cool. I would have never thought of that, but somebody's going to criticize me, so I can't do it. I don't have the money to go take the class, or Think about it, because evidently he's pushing this point pretty darn hard. So evidently there's something that you're wanting to do, but you're just afraid to go out and do it. He says mostly because of judgment. He says tell him to fuck off. A lot of F words today in this one. Right now it's 1:11. 111, and my eyes were drawn to the clock. So go Google angel numbers 111. Just Google that. Angel numbers 111. 3 ones. Make it sometimes it'll make a difference whether it's 3, 4, 5, 6. And it never counts if you sit there and stare at the clock and it's 1:10. You go, okay, I'm going to see an angel number in 1 minute. It's when your eyes are drawn to it, and it says say good morning. Alexa. She says say good morning. That's usually my 808 comment, so I don't know why that popped up now. So just know, when you see the 111, say good morning. Just say good morning. I don't know if this is going to be to Dustin or who for sure out there. Just say good morning. They'll hear you. The appropriate one will hear you. Okay, he just showed your friend Rooster for like just a minute. It's like, I don't know if it's like when Rooster got there and was going where he needed to go. It's like he went by Dustin. Dustin reached out, shook his hand, thanked him, and then Rooster just kept on going to wherever it is he needed to go to. So it's not like they stayed there and hung out. But they did greet each other and say thanks. He's like pointing, like it's over there. He says Dad's hanging out over there. He's not that far away. He's just kind of over there. He's just kind of waving his finger over there. I can't see him right now. But he's telling me that he's not very far away. He's just hanging out over there. So he's not going to step forward. There's a grandma. Don't know if it's yours or Dustin's. Or I'm not sure how this one's connected to you or him. She's a little plump. She's got kind of a round face, glasses. Well, don't all of us older people. Really white, snow white, kind of permed hair. It's kind of short, and it's pretty much like a poof, kind of a poof ball, I want to say, almost. She's saying cotton ball, so maybe you guys call her hair a cotton ball. Very, she's got an apron on, which usually means that she liked to cook, but most grannies back then did a lot of cooking. That was their job. That was their thing. Like, she feels like a very loving person, a very gentle person. She's holding up a rolling pin. She said, I can get after him if I wanted to, but most of the time, no. So she's popping in to say hi. She's hanging right around Dustin, at least right now. So whether she's doing that because she had the opportunity to come through and wanted you to know she was there, it's sweet smell of like cinnamon rolls, fresh baked cinnamon rolls, homemade cinnamon rolls. She's talking about that. So if you get that smell, know that that's her. And just, again, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more if you want more signs from her. Like I started getting it again here the other day, chocolate chip cookies when I wake up. Still don't know who it is. Somebody's popping in to say hi. As soon as I open my eyes, I smell chocolate chip cookies. I wish they'd bring me some. I'm kind of hungry. So she's saying something about a fragrance around her, and it's not just it's not homemade cinnamon rolls. It's something else, some kind of a fragrance. Don't know that it's perfume though, but some kind of a fragrance. But it's a sweet smell. Why do I not feel like it's perfume? She's not telling me, so it's not that important. So whatever that sweet smell is, know that if you get that, it's probably her too. She's just hovering all around him, so maybe she's his grandma or something. And could be great grandma too. They kind of come through with the same energy. Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. So Dustin says he's being very patient and he wants you to be patient too. What subject? Okay, I just felt him like take a finger and go like that, or I could kind of feel a thunk. I could feel, if a fly lands on his hair, I can feel it, but I could kind of feel the hairs wiggling. Thump. So no, again, that's another little sign from him that you're going to get. He says, I just pop in, want you to know I'm around. He says, asking to help you with this relationship part. They cannot override your free will choice. I've probably told you this before. So asking for help because he wants to see you happy. He wants to see you happy again. He's totally, totally fine with that. So asking for help and then watch and see how much closer you get to that door. Or if somebody new pops up, I don't know if you work or you could be in the grocery store or the gas station and somebody pops up, you kind of get this vibe like, I'm kind of attracted to them, or do I know them, or something like that. I was in a restaurant one time and the guy was nice looking. And I think we have a college here in town. I think he was with his kids from college. But it's like I couldn't take my eyes off of him. And I was embarrassing myself. I was like, Rhonda, stop looking at that guy. And he turned around and looked at me and I thought, we knew each other from somewhere. So it could be one of those things. We knew each other, like I'm going to say from a past life or something more spiritual, not from like years ago. But I was embarrassed. So just watch for that kind of feeling. Because that's what I'm getting from Dustin. That's what's going to be through that door is that kind of feeling. And you'll know why you passed up the other ones. He says, don't get stuck in something you can't get out of. Love you first. So now he's showing me like in the spring, which, oh, thank goodness it's not too terribly far away. And it's like you run outside. It's almost like you're throwing flower petals in the air. And it's like, woohoo. He says you're going to feel much better, less cloudy in your head, much stronger in the spring. So give it a couple months. The warm weather starts. He says when the trees start budding out, it, he says it's almost going to be like a rebirth for you. And that door is past the spring. So it's going to be past the spring before you get to that door that's going to open to this person. Again, he says, no, you're not meant to be alone. Just don't get in a hurry. That was really weird because I swear I just saw one of my crystals move. And I don't know what it is. I don't remember where I got it from. Looks like selenite. I don't know why that would have moved. Oh well, so is my life. Anyway, I really appreciate your patience, and I think I'm back to snuff, or I wouldn't be doing this. So much love to you, my dear. I hope you get some help from him. He has pretty good advice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Happy holidays.